guys, I want to talk to you about dreams today, and the reason I want to do that is I had some students from the University of Salford get in touch with me yesterday, and they asked me, why do we dream? And I thought it was a really interesting question, and I think they're doing it for some sort of paper, so what we actually talked about isn't going out. And I just wanted to let you know, in case you have certain dreams and you don't know what they mean, or you dismiss your dreams, or you're not quite sure. There are 5 different types of dreams that I identify, and they're really helpful in kind of helping me understand my own dreams. So the first kind of dream is what I call a releasing dream. And these are dreams where something upsetting may have happened to you in your life, and it's your subconscious mind actually working through it and letting go of it. So for instance, if you were in a big argument, it may be that in your dream state you see that person and you work things out, or you repeat the behavior, you actually argue, and you come to terms with it in a certain way. The next kind of dream is what I call a message dream, and that's your subconscious mind breaking through and actually communicating with you on a kind of conscious level. And that's when your inner self wants to share something with you. You can label that as guidance, or you can call that a message the way I do, but it's when your internal self is sharing something with you. So for instance, that could be if you've gone through the day and you've had certain decisions to make, when you go to bed that night, it may be that you are presented with a 4th or 5th or 2nd option, and then when you get up in the morning again, you've got something else to think about, and you've got extra information that will actually help you make that decision. So it's your internal guidance system helping you out. Third type of dream is what I call a wishful thinking dream. So this is just what you would like to happen. So it could be that you're dreaming of the big house by the sea with dolphins jumping around, and you being served cocktails by guys in Speedos or whatever. And that's really literally what that is. It's just wishful thinking, and I think these dreams are really useful in helping you figure out what it is you want, what your dreams are, what you would like to achieve. And that's really helpful because it allows you to build goals and to pursue those and to go after them. Number 4 is a prophecy dream. So these are dreams that actually come true. So for instance, you have a dream that someone is going to be in an earthquake, and it gives you the opportunity to call that person, for instance, warn them, and then if and when the earthquake hits, that person is no longer there because of your warning. So I really genuinely believe these kind of dreams are possible, that they happen, and they happen to people who've already worked with their kind of psychic intuitive ability and who have an open channel to receive that kind of information through. And for that to happen, you have to give some meaning and credence to your own dreams, because messages like that aren't going to come through if you dismiss them anyway. The 5th type of dream is what I call a lucid dream, and these are dreams where you have control and where you can actually direct the action. These are interesting because you engage with the symbols that your subconscious kind of brings up, and you're able to make choices. These kind of dreams help you in understanding a certain situation to make sense of something that isn't quite clear to you in your day-to-day life. And it also builds self-confidence because it shows you on a very intimate level that the actions you take have an actual impact on your surroundings, on your world. The other thing that we spoke about in the interview yesterday, the male student, he said, what about people from the other side coming through and giving messages? Now, I think that's definitely possible. I think that you can dream about, deceased loved ones coming through. And what I feel is that most of those dreams will be from within. So I think the majority of those will be, let's say for instance that you had a difficult relationship with your father. You have a dream where your father's berating you just as he did when he was alive, and I really feel that would go under the category of a releasing dream, because it's the ongoing process of working through that and working through that relationship and what it's left you with. I do also think though that it is possible for people from the other side to come through and to give you a message and to share something with you, to warn you, to let you know about something, and that's also very possible, but I think it's much rarer. And I think it's rarer because people on the other side realize that everything is divinely ordained and is perfect. So I don't really feel that there's an ongoing, constant need for spirits on the other side to intervene and to warn you about certain things happening. I don't think there's a need for that. And then the other thing that makes it rarer is most people are very much closed off to these sort of messages, and you do have to kind of work with dreams to be able to get that through. So that's kind of a semi-qualification, and I would call that a mediumship dream, where someone comes through from the other side and gives you a message, and that's much rarer. Okay, so if you want to develop your own dreams, if you want to remember your dreams, if you don't remember your dreams, what I would suggest is that you keep a notebook by the side of your bed, and when you wake up, you actually write them down as soon as you come out of that sleep state. That'll help you remember it. And like anything, this is like working with a muscle. The more you use it, the more you engage with it, the stronger it will become. And in terms of working with them as well, it's just simply making the decision that your dreams mean something and to take them seriously. And when you approach it like that, you'll notice that your dreams tend to work more in cooperation with you. The more seriously you take them, the more seriously they will take you. I know that sounds simplistic, but in my experience, that's what I've seen happen. Okay, so if you have dreams that you're trying to figure out, I would say the first point of call would be something like a dream dictionary, because that gives you the basic symbols of, the basic symbols of very common dreams. The reason we have very common dreams and we share dreams are the collective unconscious. The human soul is connected with every other soul on planet Earth, and we share certain things in common. And the collective unconscious is that collective pool of information that we all have access to. So one very common dream is that you walk into school and you're naked, and it's about being embarrassed and being vulnerable and being laughed at and making a fool of yourself, and it's that fear of exposure. Another common dream is losing your teeth, which represents change. Okay, so dictionaries are good because they look at these kind of very common dreams, they interpret them for you, and it gives you a very easy understanding of what's going on. Speaking to other people as well will help you figure out what's going on for you, because again, the collective unconscious, people will get messages coming through when you tell them your dream, and they can help you interpret them. But if those two options haven't worked, then you could contact someone like myself. I do dream interpretation, and the way I do it is I have a knowledge of the symbols because I've worked with them for a while, but as an intuitive, when you tell me what you're dreaming about, I get messages about what that could mean, regardless of the symbols. So I look at it kind of beyond the symbolic level, and I look at what is trying to come through, what kind of a dream it is, and all of that stuff. So if you do have that going on, you would like to understand what your dreams mean, and that could be especially strong if it's a recurring dream and you have no idea what's going on, then please get in touch with me for a dream interpretation. You can do that on my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Just click on the readings tab, scroll down to the bottom, and you will see the dream interpretation option. You can also get in touch with me via my Facebook page, facebook.com/gregoryscott444, and you can send me an email. The address is readings@gregoryscott.co.uk. But basically, the point of this video is to give you the different categories and to help you make sense of them, and to encourage you to take dreams seriously, because they do have a purpose and they're there for a reason. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, wonderful week, and I'll speak to you soon.